Today, na the 11th day of October 2021. We wake this morning, we get news from Status. We Status want for make me you know say, today, the president of Sierra Leone, President Julius Maada Bio, he left Salon for go one quick trip na Guinea. But na quick one. It not even take 24 hours. But then say na walking visit to Guinea. Since after the coup na Guinea, it don't take 1 month now. A lot of things don't happen na Guinea. But the president now, because now he's the president, he don't take the oath, na Guinea, Colonel Mamady Doumbouya, in ECOWAS, they not see one side. ECOWAS give them 6 months, what they say by 2022 March, then for handover power. It tell ECOWAS say, Guinea na sovereign land. Whatever then they do, now the people of Guinea now then they decide. Not to ECOWAS, they can tell they waiting for do. A lot of political prisoners then been there. Will be land say over 700 where it don't release. As we speak now, some media houses them na Guinea, even to then days here, then say some of the military people them, then go now one media house, go take over. Well, we know when guns them they in power, we know say certain people them can get out and can behave for show say the military is in power. ECOWAS say for that kind way and manner, we then take power and go suspend Guinea. And ECOWAS go ahead and suspend them. Me, Tripoli, na ya. One thing where, if you remember what I don't always call for say do ya. If ECOWAS think to say, that 6 months go come, Colonel Mamady not pass power, then they want send ECOMOG for go for say for take over. Me, at the big Guinean government say Sierra Leone is not a base. Salon not a base. Then they no can say, oh, una na neighbor with Guinea, law can say tunaya for go na Guinea. The things where Sierra Leone they benefit from Guinea, and the things where Guinea they benefit from Sierra Leone through trade, through marriage, through all these other things, them we know how for suffer the same way we suffer na Liberia they hand. Because we will be they come up by then, we all members say, one kind way, Liberia shall still be promised, we say, because we make the take we country can make base, we self go taste the bitterness of war. For this, I'm gonna be ever tell we how this thing become about stay, then can our country can begin cut hand and cut foot. Okay? So because of that, me don't they talk na ya. Say, I beg, salon not to base. If Ecomo go fet and come on Nigeria, they fly the Alpha jets and go fet Iba na Guinea and what's not. Because small yenga, we in Guinea the chamot 30 day. And Guinea, where two sabi them for? Guinea bombardé. And we don't even want to go there. Let alone this now na military government. Not to even civilian, no, they are not be civilian self. Look how where they got go payenga before I say now this na military government. You see all the guns when they be the parade today, the president go. All along self, even when ECOWAS been go, look at the guns when they be the parade with. So when I see this, I was like, okay, good moves. Good moves. That's what I said. Okay, let me read what status tell we this morning. Because right now, President Biyo don't go, he don't come out, he don't go back in the salon, so full. He don't go work in 2-3 hour visit. He don't turn back. Sierra Leone President Julius Maada Bio go left salon for one day for go work na Guinea. This one, then tell we, Monday, 11 October 2021. They say, status say, they want make me and you know say, me and you know say, President Bio go left salon this morning for Conakry, Guinea. On the invitation of the military head of state, na Guinea, Colonel Mamady Doumbouya. Status wa make me you know say the president don't want grab go one more. But na the head of state na Guinea. Na him wey be the look around and say una wait. Guinea, Sierra Leone. We can always call ourselves brothers. Una send invite. Make the president na salon come. Well, this invite and not tell we if na send plane for him for come. For say una go pick him up, make it come. We don't know who stand the invite being come saying and last weekend on I be put date say okay well I go come maybe Monday now I go come venue. We don't know nothing but that. The only thing we status tell we then tell we say na invite we own president. And he answer the call. Soldier to soldier. Well, they say once a soldier, always a soldier. So now I make I say soldier to soldier. Okay? So, if you be say, yeah, like how ECOWAS don't talk so, say they don't ban this man. Nah, mistake la no go safe. And they tell and say, ECOWAS say, we no get nothing for do with him. But that's what ECOWAS say. Next paragraph. The one-day visit, they expect for make them discuss security cooperation issues. So this visit, where President Biyo go. Number one, then for discuss security cooperation issues between the two neighbor countries them. Somebody go and say, okay, this number one. Well, they not even need for meet in person for discuss that. But anyway, na new man at the ground. Na he invite. So since na he invite, well, I'll go discuss. That's now one. The other discussion where then they get the restoration of constitutional order. Okay. Inside Guinea. The restoration of constitutional order for bring civilian back to power. Na Guinea. And ECOWAS then democratic transition roadmap. That's 6 months I be tell you, but what the money all get, they don't tell and say, they listen to them. The number one, okay, we security cooperation issues between we two. So even though ECOWAS they don't talk their own, but we na neighbor. We na neighbor, so for know how they arrange we safe, then I go still talk on waiting ECOWAS say. All right. A closed doors meeting. This now before the president left for go. So I don't know if he add more on a just this thing he go talk. Now make he be just talking quick. Status want me and you for no say. Do ya Although the Republic of Guinea, ECOWAS don't suspend them from all community activities due to this man we don't take power by the gun. ECOWAS member states them, they not stop we for talk to Guinea on bilateral issues. They not stop we for talk to Guinea on bilateral issues. Yes, they acknowledge say ECOWAS. Make I tell you just to say where the invites come. I don't know if now we send to ECOWAS for say wait to that na Guinea don't invite you. Wait to for tell her. And ECOWAS say, no na neighbor. Or the time when ECOWAS they say we suspend una. Now I begin for think. Anybody member fine NPR system because NPR system then be suspend we not to so. ECOWAS be suspend we. ECOWAS be suspend we on a AFRC. Anyway, I go to think I'm as they go on. Because I try to remember if this one would then say I like to suspend person una can go find herself. Alright. But na bilateral issues then una for talk. If una they engage them. If they not talk bilateral issues, who's other issue then go talk? If not to team we concern the two countries them. Who's other thing or maybe Leone go talk say just no abrade o tibo left ECOWAS. Left there. Alright. Status also wants me you for no say this go where President Bio go na Guinea. I'll tell you when they go. If they go with 4-man delegation. Why they not put woman there? But they say man, it mean woman and man are big. 4-man delegation. He go with the speaker na parliament. He go with the minister of foreign affairs. He go with the deputy minister of defense. And he go with the chief of defense staff. This na man-to-man talk. So they no go with woman. And so soldier they talk. Why they got no, but wait. Triple left. Even though they say today na International Girl Child Day. No, they say child. They not say woman. I go with Pekin. Hey. Now them 4 people in there. Now them the president go it. I don't say not to them no more. This is not the big allegiance them. He must go to that one day. So, President Bio go. You see the pictures then on his screen. He was welcome. Military all over the place. Guns all over the place. But President Bio back show saying that old soldier. What I say? Hey, yes. He said salute. Bap. Cock in chest before. Boom. Ibo. The thing he kicking with President Bio see that he kicking. I don't know if he thinks but na so AFX system NPR system na so been there. Na so been there mine. President Bio go na Guinea. This particular Colonel Mamady Doumbouya, this bra, you know, look trust to nobody by the way they act. Yeah? So I don't know if President Bio for be don't do on Zoom or now for make he able to see the connection between the all two. Say soldier na soldier. Brami sesem na so abide like you. He must talk that part today. So I remember the time when he must talk. Say na so say be take over. Yeah? This one. Doumbouya. This relationship with President Bill don't begin with Colonel Mamady Doumbouya. I beg. No puelam. No puelam, no puelam. Anything where ECOWAS don't do, you know, it first don't go. Because one, if you mistake puelam, make ECOWAS say this, because the brand nothing say for Gomodu. I might be wrong. But that time frame where ECOWAS gam, where President Bio status tell we say, then the ECOWAS Democratic Transition Roadmap. That one day, I don't think say for a year. I don't think. President Bio able to be a very good mediator between ECOWAS and Colonel Mamady. Then go talk on the soldier terms, then go talk all kind way, and they'll turn a neighbor. And we don't want that border forget an issue. Eh? We don't want for make the border get an issue. Because as soon as that border gets an issue, we know say prices them will continue for go up. But just now, make ECOWAS no comot bien, can tell President Bio say, when na so we plan, na so. We, if anything goes south, this is just my take. This has nothing to do with Tierra Network or any other person. This not Tripoli. If anything goes south, because now, President Bio they try to build a relationship, or Mamady Doumbouya they try to build a relationship with President Bio. There is some form of, okay, can I trust you? I invite you for come, you come. I can trust you and all what not. In case something goes out, he go look and say, what in that brother be can do to me first? Why invite her? He can. Even though we don't know the specifics of the conversation. Yes, status tell we say, one, na security issues, two, na roadmap, that one day, ECOWAS and all these things. But where it did. Because talk then can bring talk, then go lead to another talk, then go lead to another talk. We hope say it come out find force. Eh? Maybe get a message. So go tell ECOWAS. Because maybe don't talk her. Eh? Since we, now we. Because the man play the constitution. The man did it. Now make they say, when the former president Alpha Conde go here, say President Biogo. He go say, and that's why I invite this brother back the last time. Pada yenga issue. He come with other people back. He can't fend me. Now I don't can fend this guy back. ECOWAS say for make Colonel Mamady release the former president. He say he need do. He say he not they do. You know they release him. They know they treat him bad. Then they treat him with dignity. Then now they own shorty dandy. Now they shorty. So then they left him fail. All right. Me Tripoli applaud the president for honor the invitation and go na Guinea. Positive moves by me. Think. I hope it stay that way. I hope it stay that way. Because ECOWAS. ECOWAS. Make the knockout the issue today They no ka. You go say tripulebo, una left we. We faxi bika, eko mog binkam. Then assez. But who know what we don't go through no? Based on what we go through, that's what I'm saying right now. One day fine. Yeah? One day fine, no? One day fine. Okay. Me, I don't tell you waiting me think now. We get a lot of people where they online right now, they watch na Facebook. Do ya? If today na you force them for Kanaya, we want to tell you plenty thank. But we know say, in we own Sierra Leone community, whenever we dey online, whenever we join any broadcast network and all those things, we dey feel to say people way they talk, then based on political party, I mean then they talk this, I mean then they talk that. I want to make and clear now say on this platform where you cancel today, we wait till they talk now. Me. Wait till me they talk. Wait till everybody they talk. Now based on den yon. Yeah? No can judge this platform based on what you hear today or what you go hear tomorrow. I just want to clarify that. And soon we they open the phone line, you self will they listen, they get opportunity for call and say what you want to say. The only thing go they ask for make you not be disrespectful and nobody not get monopoly to an idea na. We all they come, we share idea and we take them because we do. We can say na yana salon yeah. Usai we do so na yana salon. Thank you if na you first this for join we. Yeah? Make a come with us friend, make we hear waiting na yon take on the visit of President Bio to Guinea. Welcome on board, us friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Triple A, for giving me the platform. And thanks to all the listeners and viewers and we come up for listening and for the time we then get. And I only hope say God will make them understand the motive of anyone in view now and what you try for bring up. Regarding we President Julius Maada Bio in visit na Guinea, what they look at for say actually based on finding solutions. They find solutions to cross-border conflicts if we try for look at that way. Because if we look at the things that we don't precede recently, don't they get kind of dispute at the borders even prior to the military come over, and then the swearing of the military junta we and swear on the self day, and then the ECOWAS issues. And so all the things then they surround. And they see Sierra Leone they a little bit now the picture indirectly because we belong to ECOWAS. And when you look at the map of ECOWAS, Sierra Leone the neighbors to Guinea. Looking at past events. So coming down to the military role, we know say a military role most times they can begin in a way where they can find it difficult to get recognition to any bodies we the outside in terms of who they can like UN. You talk of the ECOWAS we immediately to we, and then in a broader spectrum for Africa and the African Union. So you get even leaders that don't pronounce about doing this. But when you look at what really happened actually, this is an area where they see an issue of principles and wouldn't put down laws and guidance, say this and this and this, and this association, organization, or whatever thing we put together. So you define as ECOWAS, that is the law where they don't put say when you do this, if you're not to recognize government, because you look at a government with a legality. You look at the jurisdiction, and if the jurisdiction not say these laws, this government, it fall under the jurisdiction of some people legal, we would accept. Then he always say, well, we'll not get business with now because of the principalities. But again, they put things and they in between. Because it's not the first time we see military rule. We even they can get her power up to the time they can go even the African Union. Gradually then they go up. So sometimes some of them they pass that part, they can put sanction, Then later you find out, say, they can find their way gradually in the ladder of recognition that now the military junta, wherein they can get a partial recognition and inclusive, where it can partial, not to complete. We don't see the things and they, but then they try to discourage that one day because these presidents who are presently ruling, what they are the ECOWAS, they talk say they are juridically accepted the legality then they because now votes, then put them there. So you go begin to see the concept, say that now one concept where people then go say, well, they push you now, we'll not get business to that now Guinea. But again, on the other side, the practice part of it is that it's based on individual, what they say bilateral, one-to-one, like what you mentioned. So if I be another person there, if I can still do business with I go just get a limit. So I'm not going to do I'm under the law for saying that this type of law. Because if they say would they put law for them, you not sell this, but I'm not going to sell it under the rule of ECOWAS. I will sell them based on the bilateral law, things that we don't put, so that we'll be able to get that interdependency. Because there is an interdependency where we depend on Guinea themselves, they depend on indirectly because of one reason or the other. And in terms of culture, in terms of migration, all that thing we know see there is a relationship. So all that thing you see say sometimes they say now this is the reason when are the primary reason or we don't know it's a secondary reason or na part of the components na in table na package where you get for say this na the package where they go present na the table as we do on delegation say na this will bring come na this and this one for discuss. But I believe say these are all part of the components of waiting in go as a delegate within delegates for go do. They talk about the legal system they provide the structure. So now in they go with first of all the legal system is structure. But on the other side, it's not a legal structure because already ECOWAS don't see will not get business to tuna. So they go ask say, hey, look ironic why did he go there if everybody don't go? But when you look at now again, they try for act now say now and they try for get that bilateral relationship where you go able to do and I go able for do a cross-border conflict resolution. I go able for control them because you don't get anything there in Africa like Ethiopia don't get anything there. You get Kenya, you don't get South Africa, then you don't get the border areas. And how many military? Some of them are military, some of them are border issues. You can get border issues will be done there with legal governments. Then now a military government don't kind of highlight. So you find out say how he go able to approach this. Who they go bail the cat? They ask again somebody they go bail the cat because they will take an answer like it's the cat. When you go near like you go do this, would they fear the people them say that we don't get an history of a time of the war, how then they discipline, we know to the proper discipline, how then they act to civilians, all those kind of things. They strive for this, where are they genuine? So if the military come back to that place, they will get there fast in there where we just don't put force in principle, we not even put them in practice it because they're not beginning to practice the reality. There is still that thing who doesn't go paperwork, then they don't care. Then we have to say, well, no left this tier who don't write, who don't arrange, let it fall because we don't know what was the agreement in depth when they go do, when they send the people and when they just lock the borders. So you find out say this one of the things and where you go say you go with. But when you come again from a political philosophy, where the politics of a military and then the policy of an ex-military when you go find out say it will be very difficult for even we go understand until we see the outcome. But here comes where you go say, well, you go say sometime in go talk like I talk say me they don't be a military, me self be don't overthrow. And then me self don't hand over a government. But you get some areas, yes, we are claiming because that was in 1996, February, where the election then go on. I think it was 26 February. So, but we know what thing be go on. Some of you will be like the say. Some of the questions say, was he willing to give over the government? That was after they don't pull that palace school Straza. So it was him that bill was ruling, but it was the election will they come where the electoral commission will try to bring through James Jonah by then, and then you been get again the other party will be the KSLPP, which was the PDP by then, People's Democratic Party. So when James Jonah been they try to organize this, you been dey try for say prior to the election, there was something where the military when they pass wetin a decree so that they go able for pass this decree say we no go able for do election now, we get for postpone the election. But when you see somebody they would have been Paul Kamara. I remember it was Paul Kamara, who was the editor of For the People newspaper. He therefore writes an article because instead of being there by the party where we go to the office, that is intended another party office. So he go to another party office, he get another party, but they commodity. But the point is that if you don't write this article, and then you don't get a meeting where you been get some government officials and some party members then, where then we don't go meet up together with the Mamady so that we're able for transit, then not postpone them. Now the word wouldn't they say election before peace or peace before election. That is the theme I try for bring about now. So but they not be able for accept them. But again, Paul Kamara write the article there. What's happy with them? Now, people that want to be the military been ruled by them because they were ruling while the war was still going on. Then they just go shoot on 9 foot. Then pull on in Benz and in vehicle. So the military men and go shoot on in leg. And what he claim, he said because if you don't write this article for say he opposed the decree where they want pass because they were ready to pass a decree, say no, postpone this. And would have been there power. Well, I can't go further. Like just drive or talk, say, now let's see how they go on. And then we know prior to the election at Bolton, a military man then go there back, then go for what to disrupt. And so a few other areas can be and so on. So, but who are they? Now, military, this is not the rebels, because rebel enemy is not powerful. They've been threatening, but they're not being involved in this thing. So, but he try for ask the question, say, well, was he willing to give the power, or is it because of the pressure? But again, we go comment and say, in the end, he succumbed to all the pressure, the articles they wouldn't write, and then the shooting, whatever they shoot now will by force distract people and for them go vote. In the end, then go hand over the power to Indi Tijan Kaba na State House. So, but that one they just bring a go look the face of it, say, if we really say na in the go talk a relationship to this Maya, maybe one of the topics go say, what you go get for do a strategy for handover, now so and so you go do. But again, would they doubt it if they go give them a genuine advice, or if they try for see say it is safeguard waiting young ground day for say with people be rely on in terms of interdependency. Would depend on una, and a day we try to get the border safety. Now then plans here we get for dry do, we get for involved like this. I don't try get say with 3 border points and then safe. So you go see that then things here we expect say it will get for bring come. But when you look at the military man, like how they say we don't go build the car, we will not know because most of the time they not get a single order. Then they only get a voice say, will not let this, or this man, I believe be this. When that one they escape from that internal communication, say now the communication they go on inside Doumbouya in office. And then some people they don't say, well, we retry this, that journalist, or that other man I've been there, but Lord know what to do with them. The other people then go do external communication, go change that idea they say that the military, because of them they go perform their own, they without even telling them, say, when they go there for go do this. So now the things that they expect now from a military because you don't expect small faction there. The guy talks, then they go try for show them power. Sometimes it's not coming from a directive, but because of information they slip from discussions, from that internal point, if they go out. So all that thing that get for brinker. So when you approach that kind of things and you get for do them in a very, very diplomatic way. We don't know what the outcome would and get for brinker because now they don't care the chief security and they drive for CC well has something to do with security. Now military people and chief of defense and then the speaker of the house and then we don't know whose other relationship again will be there between Indi Doumbouya and Bio. Because Doumbouya has been there actually been the work and do other fasting them, and Bio has been actually been the rule that thing, but we don't know the age limit who been there that thing, what in Doumbouya been they do that year when actually in the rule. But it's actually depending how you go able to go into a military thing. It is all come about so now waiting then go try put in place. Then go try put things in place in terms of for say we go threaten them, we go do this. Because when you threaten, that is the better way when at the one way they all look at the say, yes, no go try pull them there. But when you look at the logistic, what you get for affect neighbor countries and get for involve and people and get for get resentment, they say no pay back, you get for business category, they come in layers where sometimes by the time they unpeel them all, it's a chaotic time. So it's a matter of the ECOWAS knowing how they have to approach this thing. The only thing they say, if not the election they want let the man try bring back, they try to give him, say, well, let will give you a roadmap and let will try to give you, and he will accept that thing they are say, now that thing they give for put in place, and then thing they give for put in place will prove say they will do. But again, he get passionate mind will make it grab, he go for go do all this. So how he go get forget the other members in mind? Now then you will find out some people and go see what will not agree. You don't go great, well, we not go great. So all these kind of things, and they because sometimes they don't can join based on then your other ideas they wouldn't get or other things wouldn't be don't get in the society dealing with the people them, or sometimes they may get something where they not be just like about the government. Then you now you get another idea we not be like the government, but because they una all are military, una all go did it. We then come on the street, so the other man in neighbor, where he be no say, he be in suppressor, you go and go show and see the military, you go perform there, you go, we will see how military will be they go. So we say some of who been on the who been actually they face them directly. So all these kind of things, it depends on policy making. How we West African states, how the African leaders then get for try look, see, let we look far. Let me put structures them in place. We go safeguard them military, no go come on, they can't hold guns. But it can't be wherein guns were never in the hands of the army. But it's because of the West African state who begin to become instabilized. Even the army, even in the bill, it was not holding a gun after them. As far as I not been the whole gun. But what he make the guns they come out? Because the military they will get instability. War done there in this zone now, West Africa, Liberia, Sierra Leone. But the guns are not been the only time when me remember when they see guns and those were artificial bullets, and how they call it, when they get Republican Day. That's now also have been there marking. They see the soldier man at the barracks and they can't at the was some field. Then they can't perform, they shoot themselves like an ambush, do some performance. And that was the end of the gun. When you see them now only they say you walk up and down. But they introduced the guns at the hand for those security because of this stability. What happened? Some of them are the gun they use for go overthrow. Because trust that in building kind of return. Now pay and say they can't take salary, then they turn. But because they have the guns, not because they go broke the arm, they don't get them because they were fighting the army. So how then guns are get for come on at the military and that is the big question. We United Nations they bring no they say African Union they try for bring ECOWAS they try for bring the idea how we will get a sustainable peace wherein we will know. But because of all this, the guns are not going to ever come on at the end. Now, we say breath is small. We the guns they actually don't come on there because they actually go into deep, disarmament. But when you talk of the way they see a little bit the guns and availability certain areas there, now there is in there. And another reason they are there for try iron out. And I don't think the leaders have to accept. So how we will try retrieve these guns back. Now, this will not retrieve them from the fighters, but let we try retrieve them from where we will make. But again, you see how the world they go from one state to the other. People they feel insecure. The government and they feel insecure. Sometimes they say because of then they feel say we know we don't do well, so now we secure ourselves in case anything happen. Or sometimes based on the way the society they go because then they see tension, but we're thinking bring tension into civilians them or any side we get force now because of either then they feel say they are deprived or whether they feel say they not attain something or whether they feel say something where they don't attain they don't spoil them totally. All these kind of things they do when they crop in small things and when small thing can now. Now, these are the people who they push, let things and go before. So, now that thing they are, if you say the president they do, they try for good, but we will not know what it actually gets now in package and how they go approach this. But it come on back, it can be, it's still up to waiting the African Union they do and the ECOWAS get for look because they cannot remove it. I don't mean say they not get right. But when you look, it's a military thing. It get for involve a lot. When you get for bring them things and they come, the losses we get for losses. We know what thing it don't cost. The army they will then get for good deficient. The only one who be lucky for give we bigger army. Now the Nigerians, because the Guineans they not be enter. They mean just what fear of the kind of which are not to in. Now the borders. So you find out that they all cost the government. It cost Asani Abacha, because now from that they all then get for gear in name from that street day. The cost we cost them for let them go give them thing there so that they go able for stabilize. So within the West Africa still in the experience an economic problem. They try for develop the economy. All man they try for fair way for get capacity for do agriculture, do this, make road, then they get their things there back in the place. Now then get for come out playing, talk things in at the table, then they make them up for let the civilians then go able for that. But looking at in go one like Guinea, in practice, I mean, we go in principle, so we don't say actually don't go, but we don't know what's there behind it. It's good initiative because we know say there is an issue we will border, and I know say as I've been introduced the topic, say in a solution is they try for friend so that it will able to get that cross border conflict. Where it be say if you don't date for time now, you don't they try for boil and boil. But we hope say those the one that we then go get that creative idea wherein then go able for begin to bring something there. Even they're not even forced answer, then go begin to highlight them to run. The instance of telling Pillow go talk to run, he go listen, but we don't know how far he go able for support the listening, where you don't listen, for see well like the support now and the idea we wanna get for say let me try make election or let me try do this. Maybe the border he go see okay, the border is secure as long as we are not able to do any kind of anything where they cause a fragile state, that a fragile situation at the border, and then the Western government go say well, we say we will add up to all this, but there is quite a lot so that we will get cross border issues. Then we know with Boku, they talk of infrastructure, we they talk of electricity get for day, we they talk of that the immigration where they talk about that they complain at that border, they not getting things there, not get sophisticated things there. We they talk of technology, Boku, and then the manpower, the capacity of the physical people that we know who for day and the involvement of the civilians, who they even did at their borders there, how they will make them aware of doing things. So it quite a lot we get for day at that table day, we then get for look into. We don't see them they are not doing it, but we they say these are the things if in case they forget, I don't think they are going to help so that the people then will get benefits, because there is a lot where they go on that one day. Where economy they go there, let's say the economy they come, we get people and when they live there and people and they live at the other side, then say they get embassy there, all these kind of things, and the embassy they do well. They don't establish for quite a long time now. Where they don't get problem. One day actually at the embassy, but when they see how other people when are small factions there, they can get things there like the arrest of the boys, they wouldn't arrest by the border during the civilian rule. When at the military, they can't left them. So all these kind of things we not they know. So but all I say, let God make the public they understand waiting, then they go do this. Let the public understand waiting, then they go do this. So when they come, not to think we're not just a kind of a diplomatic thing, where it go hard for the other man, then crack their head for understand why he go there and why he come. Let the public sphere get involved. Thank you very much for giving me the platform, and let God continue for help leaders in any form where they will try for help, let peace and stability day and good livelihood good day. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Us friend.
Welcome, yeah.
That's an us friend in your submission for today. You already listen? You get opportunity now if you self want your voice for be heard. We will talk about the meeting between President Julius Madabio and the head of state na Guinea, Colonel Mamady Doumbouya. President Bio na status tell we say na the Colonel na Guinea na invite we young president to make a go. So we president answer the call, soldier to soldier. Once a soldier, always a soldier. All soldier, never die. 232-78990-991. That's our WhatsApp. If you want for call, 232-978-990-991. That's our WhatsApp. Eh? You can call direct. United States or United Kingdom. United States 1-646-610-3107. 1-646-610-3107. United Kingdom 44-739-803-0402. 44-739-803-0402. The phone line open now. If you want to be part of the program, you can call and your voice will be heard. If you feel say we don't do good, in the next 5 minutes, we close the line. Abdoulaye Lukule say, why ECOWAS no use this same threatening remarks so then they use so? Why they not use na Mali? He said the relationship we get with Guinea is good. And that relationship now I don't want to make we tamper with for me. So, what's happen with the Liberian, we don't want her. Ronald say President Biobi visits Guinea in the interest of Sierra Leone. Don't not forget say Salone and Guinea then get border with them they share. And this na so German we all gone they na power na Guinea. You know it let me see. Okay. Let's see this caller. Yes, caller, you dey live on here, your name and who the call from, please?
Yeah, me na Mohammed, I call from Australia.
Yes, Mohammed, you get 3 minutes, sir. What's in your contribution?
The contribution towards which you don't know much pan on President Bio in Waka na Guinea. Yeah, you actually don't open your eye into so many things for that we understand them. So we go know exactly the trend of how we go discuss. Because we know exactly know waiting at the waka, waiting at the essence of the waka. But since you don't bring them up to we don't know, say a come on invitation. There's no for the matter of fact, yeah, we get the sovereign body like ECOWAS we govern everybody's within the West African state say then condemn the man in act for take power to go on right, yes. But this not gentleman's invitations. Take into considerations we are neighbors, right? And so many things beyond the happen within the neighbors of Guinea and Liberia and Guinea and Sierra Leone, right? So and President Bion a diplomatic person, right? And you understand everything. You know, so you know go against ECOWAS, right? If he take himself say because they be done trying this man, let me self go show felicitation, say hey congratulations, no this it means you don't endorse him, and then it don't support them. But since now an invitation, instead go use that medium day, right? Since now you call me, I will come, then I will come, maybe we can give you 1 or 2 cautions. But we wait now for like we waiting State House go get for say waiting at the outcome of the meeting, right? But waiting me they say, me are not there against Iwaka since now on the invitation because we not be know, yeah. But when you don't bring them up to we don't understand. So at least let we just do within that trend before because other people don't know making it right. President Bio is in support in that kind of statement here so can be inflicting for bring so many conflicts, not nice at all. Because instead they where something happened just on a Guinea, Sierra Leone they affected, just like what you say, right? So I believe say they use a diplomatic way at least for bring an intermediary passage between ECOWAS and the junta government. Right. So now that me one for saying that I mean contribution towards.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Mina Ibrahim CY at the call from Maryland, USA.
Yes, I get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you. First and foremost, I want to tell you very thank you for bring up that kind of programs then. Anyway, me not a new member, but on the listen and contribute to this program. The issue at hand is very much crucial, especially for we in a salon, because no matter how you look at situation, salon and Guinea, now one people then. Because if you look, we claim both nationality in Guinea and Sierra Leone. We have thousands of people that we then get that dual nationality. And the same with Liberia. So if something like that will happen in Guinea, definitely we concern and it therefore affect we. Anyhow, in fact, we don't begin affecting because immediately problem they can Guinea. Now we get for Sweden. Now we did at the last part of the world. And even for now get some goods then as to go Guinea, we go buy them and count them. So we just get for look into this issue and see how best we'll get for play we own role as Sierra Leone or as a country for let this thing resolve where go bring any armed issue or threat issue. So because definitely we'll get for suffer. And you can see a lot of people that if they displaced that Sierra Leone, they go a lot, and Sierra Leone too small, a lot of people that will go there, and the same thing will happen. So the president can go on another country, they fine. We don't go condemn them. If only he get for bring good or he get for born good to gain for we. And the crisis, we just get for look into one. And we get for play a role where it will be able to resolve peacefully. I wish ECOWAS will able to go play a diplomatic issue for me to solve this problem because whatever we want to get for suffer. So that's my contribution because you look at the security, it's really bad for we. It's really bad for we. We share a large boundary with Guinea. So whatever will happen during a bad thing, it therefore affect us seriously. So now that I thank you very much. God bless you all and God make peace kind of the region.
Thank you very much, Mr. Y.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you're live on air. You name and say the call from, please.
Yeah, true. Good morning, good evening. Now, Abdullah from Melbourne, Australia.
Yes, Abdullah, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, Triple. First of all, thank you very much because you don't create me own doubt where I get the visit, but where you don't talk before we start the program, so that point you don't clear to me. And what me own view for the visit for me at this point in time is very important for we and as Sierra Leone and also the other neighbor then because ECOWAS, yes, doesn't matter what they get for talk, but at the end, they not get for go attack Guinea, they not get for go fight na Guinea, they get for still come back to the table for make a peace. And what would they see they happen in Guinea? I think come with that point where we lead enough for go there because they know they can do bad thing there. So we don't see they don't release a lot of political prisoner, and then even the current prime minister, na civilian. I also see a video from 22 young gallant men then, or 20, about 2 weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago, where they be done in a prison, where Alpha Conde in your reason, where they be arrested, they say because maybe they're a rebel, they send them from Salon for go fight. But where they can empower these people, then through dialogue with President Bio, they don't release them. So for me, for President Bio, for going under, you see, we not get for taken in different way, but for me, it good because it go for can bring close the two country closer. And then I remember where the border be closed before, where after they be in power. I know how people they be crying as alone. They say President you not do good, you not do enough for let the border open. And we see how things be happening, things be difficult in Salon. So this country, only the language sometimes, but we are the same country, Salon, Liberia, Guinea, even Mali, what it don't happen, they ECOWAS, they don't threaten, but we not see they do enough. Mali government, they still function. They don't threaten, or even France, they don't threaten Mali, but despite that, they don't hire mercenary there from Russia, maybe they can't help them for maybe they fight the Al Qaeda. So all this they go on. But for President will in visit here, and I think we all get for pray for hope. We not for pray for bad. Let it be a good thing. What did they discuss here? That let it be a good benefit for everybody, not only Salon and Liberia and Guinea, but also for other neighbor country. ECOWAS also they look this visit. I'm telling you that they look this visit. If not something way important, they get for change the words the way that they talk in the future. They get for change. So they all this don't foresee. But the good thing, I thank God and many thanks to our president. The time we take, where he go under, he meet the President Mamadou, and then what did they discuss on behalf of the two countries? Let God make that be good thing for we, and that's all I'll get for now. Thank you very much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Abdullahi.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, hey, Triple A, thank you very much. This is now Omar from Los Angeles.
3
Listen,
minutes,
I think it's absolutely laudable for making go na Guinea. One, we don't even know if na ECOWAS Guinean to go ahead because I'm not saying go contact them. If Mamady call him, he must get a talk with the gentleman in Guinea, in Ghana, the chairman of ECOWAS. He go don't talk with him. I feel say that communication they happen because before ECOWAS they take any step, before they want to do anything, the first person we them call na Bio. Because we in Guinea, now the nobody asked to be, but we in Guinea now brother and sister. The relationship between we and Guinea is so close that I think we and Liberia due to intermarriage. Because every Madingo, Soso, Fula, then get that tidy with Guinea and Salon. So now they're not called George Weah. Now Marabi them call. The man in Guinean plane, where Marabi say, I not get plane. If you had to give the lent me on plane, come. Low guy engage about this guy. Have to deal with this guy. So in a be ex-military man, according to the Marabio, Naingo pull Sakona Bush, he make peace, he hand over power, may not be needed, I don't know. We now be needed like what you the talk, you know. So we take him for a word. Now that Hindu, so he gets knowledge and he get experience about how to deal with this guy. In terms of waiting, Conde get for think, we not worry that much anymore. Conde not get for rule Guinea anymore. Until in permanent, even if this guy hand over this civilian government next week, Conde not get for again. So we dey look now, America can always say we interest, the American interest. America need to go no south side and not get interest. Or we said they need to visit the interest, no that we don't call. So Sierra Leone, we need Guinea. Let's just how Guinea need we. Even though if you look at them in a one for one, maybe we need them because of we don't pour agriculture, we don't pour key them, we Guinea get free port, then get more goods so people in the good they go buy and come. But we need Guinea and Guinea need we. And we and Guinea, we really close and ties. So for make in go there, you go talk to that guy there, just like what in the last caller say, if ECOWAS the head level, now they need if Marabio will call themselves say, hey, guys, that man don't call you. He say, you want to go talk to me. Then for clap, hold Marabio and foot say, hurry up, go there, go. Go there, what he say. Because ECOWAS just the talk no more. They SSF no one war. They no one create war. Because if the man say he need to come out, then war come. Civilians are going for die. Civilians are going for die. That a must. Now that they want to do. So if ECOWAS see anyway when they feel say peace go come, then go take that and run with her. And I know say Mamady have been doing consultation with Nana Kofi Addo because Nana the chairman of ECOWAS. So he 100% laudable. Lord get this out of politics. Lord not begin to call the guy a coward or he go big soup or he go big whatever. That a laudable thing. We need for sweep who knows out of politics. He do 100% the right thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Omar. I think we get about 2 callers more. Then that's it for today. Because the phone line, let me see. Okay, carry this caller. President Bill, go Guinea. Few hours no more. You not see this safe. Hey, Tone. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and who the call from, please.
This is Mr. Sila, the call for Leone. Do you hear me?
Yes, although the background loud small.
Okay, do you hear me now?
Loud and clear, so you get to give me next
Okay. First of all, me ECOWAS, I wanted them disband ECOWAS because they don't do anything way appropriate for the other countries then. For example, because Mamady count in point say Alpha Conde take a constitution where about 2 million people are in sign them for let go change the constitution for let go 1/3 times, which of course that not a lie. ECOWAS not investigate. And the guy that one of his stronghold and another week he could make it say the Alpha Conde command. I make what they tell and say any two ECOWAS talk it tell them clear out. Because outside and day when anything they happen, when they need talk. You understand? Outside and day where some presidents there, when they one country, that they see how the country they go, they don't able to talk anything. Because if they come now call ECOWAS for peace, now they begin to the peace. They begin to the peace before trouble come. If you see in a country, people and they protest against the government, they do this against the government, say, now they go on, that's they go on fire, now they go. Now if we don't begin come together and talk to that particular president today or that country today, let them try to resolve that situation here. Because anyhow we look at the end, na coup d'etat nigga for can separate everything. So therefore, then we begin see the problem here before any coup d'etat they take place. Anytime when I see irregularities in any other country, when we're not for peace, we have to go out there. If we're not going to send a representative, where they go talk to that president or that country, say, what we do so right now, this is not right to with the children for the future because if you could say to trigger for Apple. But they didn't do anything. So they encourage other countries to let the coup d'etat continue to take place because they may see what in the country they do, they never say anything. Then for Mamady being one for Ghana, Guinea, I think it's important too because instead of being military, it give civilian then cool. So I believe say that due to that they make and this guy invite them, see how he do where all the things they go smoothly. And the ties really between Guinea and Boku look like recently that border business where the people then go, then Guinea then go, they want to go seize that sign as alone. They say that then get them, and we see the drag to Alpha Conde, the drags, So if you go out there now, there's now then tell me we go put all the things in perspective, then see how that guy they, give more idea and how for give power back to civilian, Although maybe if you're not doing so now, since enough do it right now. But when you look at we in Guinea, like Mr. Omar no say, we like a brother and sister. Most people in Guinea first they go to business, and the people they go to buy all thing. When trouble happen at salon, also go reside in Guinea. If you do them mistreat but now they will go out, they don't go out with there. So if it matter be good, you understand? I don't think say bad, you understand? Not a part of it fly. I think this is like a very important like good. Then go see if we're able to solve issue, especially with border business then. Hopefully, I know you go talk about with border business then. So we could be one people in back, we confusion no can and border in this. I know my get people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sila. Mr. Sila, now your last caller for today. Because we start late. President Bio go waka na Guinea on the invitation from Colonel Mamady Doumbouya. A quick waka, he don't turn back safe. Like say, no being good safe today. Me tell you say, me, I'm glad for the waka. And if ECOWAS get for think any kind way say, you know it in Paupa, then for left Alpha Conde, or this man for hand over power, according to their own terms. Dear President Bio, no mix. No mix today, no mix tomorrow. You say, oh well, you never know. We can't get a big. We no want. Because even before the ECOWAS be making a meeting in Ghana, President Bio go first na Nigeria. And Nigeria first. Now there you go. That's the way we say the president is in 1 week, he go na 3 countries them. Remember? Go na Nigeria. We commodi. Now he come back, he go na Ghana. Also ECOWAS go sit down. Then we they done. ECOWAS send a trip for go Guinea. President Bio not been there for that trip. I don't know if you remember. President Bio not be there. The one the way ECOWAS choose for go. He not been there. Okay? Me I don't know if them want put and say una no put me, una no say na me neighbor. I don't know. Or after Colonel Mamady don't take power now, they can remember say wait to but they want to can't talk to me. Salon no be there not to say I be una call like am. So sonte na that day bu pick on and say but like Uba no can talk. And then don't forget saying I'm making there in 22 people away this puppy be don't put self in a jail. Me no say by the end of the week status go don't talk. Then go don't tell we waiting come up at the waka because we really want for know waiting come up at the waka. But again, me think say it was good. Omar from Minneapolis say President Bio, this particular one, he gave for waka skillfully. He say because he look like for say na double-edged sword na in the president the waka pa. So in the hope say the president for waka skillfully by this issue. Because you know how make Guinea vex, you know how make ECOWAS vex. You want please Guinea, you go and please ECOWAS. So he gotta be skillful. Okay? Don't go talk on the soldier way. So I guess we go see how this one go end. Mohamed Touré say, in things say, na good idea. He say na a strategic move for Guinea, but Salon go benefit. Quick one, make a call with the chairman. Make we waiting na you take for this one. Welcome on board, Daniel. What's in you
Yes,
take?
sir. Yes, sir, but Triple for once, I want agree with President Bill for this gesture we take to, because then can say who feels it knows it. Who feels it knows it. Now we are the closest neighbor to Guinea, and we share a lot. You know, AAA, the AU, the United Nations or the ECOWAS, most of the time they are lame duck people, right? Because I mean, outside them in there, with Professor Conde, they make all the stupid stuff in there, and they do stuff them. One professor, he bastardized the constitution, he imposed himself, he put a go third term. They didn't say a word. When people and demonstrate, he killed them. That was, although they say this man said not be among the people that will shoot and whatnot. But the bottom line is, then the day with the Scooby, I don't think them don't succeed good itself. The first correspondent who they talk to, he talks one panditin that we really pissed the guy off. He say President Conde, just a week before the coup, now he make some document meeting with some henchmen them and government officials there. They increase their own salary. They increase them for they increase for parliamentarian and henchmen them. They increase their salary. Then he go to the extent he shoot himself in his own foot. He go slash the military, then slash the military the funds, then slash the police, and then slash the civil servant. Come on, who don't right sense these people who go do the kind of stuff they do? That happened a week before. So me not the say not justified for letting take over, but how person will go behave that kind of way? You look the military, the police, when they hold you, when they hold gun and they guard you, you don't even put on the money. You get your when they can say kakuchwa or like in a permanent bottle. How you go look yourself? You go slash pay, go slash money from the military, the police. This was disclosed by a correspondent, a foreign correspondent. So why? What's in the EU, what's in the United Nations? They all been doing it. So ECOWAS, what were they doing at that time? So me, I'm not justifying what this guy do, but I 100% support President Mamady. We deal with Guinea. Look all what they don't do this BNT. I get beaucoup people in Guinea. I get 3 correspondents when I'm a good friend with the Guinea. Then they tell me a lot of things should happen. So me, Tripoli, for once, I support Mamady this move and let God let peace, let God let better accommodate for Sierra Leone's sake. Because they will talk beaucoup. Guinea not to like Salon. Guinea they're strong, you know. So me, I doff my heart to President Bill for this thing we do. We only hope that at the end of the day, something positive will come up on this visit. That man don't sit down. The nobody know go pull on it. So what will they go put yourself? Just as you say, we have the joining for one. Do you have President Bill? Anything within the talk negative, no mix power. Because we know it will pass the last year. Na Liberia there and with Charles still be saying now on can begin. We know how we end. So we hope and praise President Bill. And we use wisely like we don't begin to so let use wise sense and let God bless, let peace in our West Africa. Thank you so much, people. Let God bless you.
Okay, before you go, Daniel, tomorrow na the big day for the last game. With Morocco then second team.
Morocco beat him, Yes.
So what's in speculation?
You see the I can say friendly match pretty good. In spite of all the things that was around the gang we go and whatnot. This is pretty good. The friendly match, you can see the first match, they were loop-sided. Lone Stars were loop-sided, then play sloppy. But I believe so with days don't go, them players and then are 19 foreign players. They don't begin come together with some home-based players. The artists they don't begin tapping, they don't begin gel. You see them draw force wouldn't allow last minute goal. Then yesterday I wouldn't play Gambia. It was a much better performance. I will really hope that the Morocco beat team, I'm not going to no problem for letting them play Morocco beat team. Because if you talk of standard in Africa, Morocco are the elite teams in the day. So not anything wrong for letting them go play Morocco beat team because the senior team, the Atlas Lions, they will be playing in Guinea. So that beat team, I hope say the technical staff of Coach John Kister in Chimendem in assistance in Amidou Karim and John Conner. With the technical director, Samu Bemesiga, of course, goalkeeper, Coach Tamba Moses, they would don't work things out for they're able for, because what's I feel for the Apple now, then for the watch, they watch all the game they will play, then the teams they will do start for play. Algeria, Ivory Coast, at the monitor, I believe so that the technical team for the do now, for the getting games to with the opponents of Leone Stars that they play. With Leone Stars, the opponents in the play. So then they watch their video that day. Where Algeria become saloon during the late Daifani term. We arcade them up presidential Latin up in the hotel Latin, the hotel being good. Then when they watch Leon Stars the game so Leon Stars play against Liberia, then the Algerian team before they say they no one at the stadium because they didn't have been gone. Then kick hell them come on at the stadium before they go camp them somewhere. So now so a technical team they do. I would only hope the technical team then will begin work now. Any game we them play, then take them video then they begin study them. Where did we go wrong? Why were we found sleeping? So then begin tackle that first game they them play where they allowed that last minute goal there. The game where them beat Gambia and all that subsequent match and then put more at the try for calling at the place tomorrow. Me and John Kista get good talk. Let them begin monitor the foreign the teams they will start get for play. It's just 1 month, 2 months for Cameroon. I would only hope they would do their homework and do something for let them sort of galvanize and work. The team we got individuals, but it has to be galvanized into a very formidable side. I wish the Stars all the best, and I pray so we then go back and then waiting at the next out the preparation go for the before they go Cameroon. But as I say, tomorrow game now against the B side of Morocco. No disrespect for that. We wish you all the best. Viva Leon Stars! Victory to you guys.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. That's on Daniel Oldfield. Guinean about President being visit, but we go still rub mouth for the sport. Tomorrow, hopefully, Sierra Leone defeat the B team, the second team of Morocco, not to the main team then they play. But let's see how that one they go. I think the game against Gambia, Kaikama said something for the young guys them. I don't know if you be get opportunity for watching the exploit Tripoli, because now they will be get for stream them. A lot be they go on Facebook, so just so you know it in. No left there now. No go. This now we think Kaikama say. He say the game against Gambia, 1, he missed the penalty. Ali time he missed penalty. He said 2, him na a mistake, do what he enough for do. Now we on side. Then Gambia gain a penalty. What in Gambia do? They score their own. But he not left there. He say then in score a goal for make we can 1-1. 1-1. He said at the end of the day, the game end 2-1. He said, just remember, una the young one them. Life, it's like a roller coaster. But stay focused on your goals and never give up. Because if I don't lose up, but Saturday we'll go talk about they want very quick. They lose up. Na game. Who sabi there? Yeah. I'll tell us, say the team need for turn into a cohesive unit. Because all my one play unit, Okay. But tomorrow we'll go watch the game and we'll go there back tomorrow for talk. Yeah? If I first in this for camp, thank you. And so, even though today will start late, we can start earlier than that. But thank you for coming. That's all we can do with things then. Go back tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until we meet again tomorrow. Tripoli say, tata.